See, then if you want to represent with percentage, okay, if you want to represent with percentage, you can use within the placeholder, you can use colon percentage, but the only thing is whatever the number you are giving, that should be between 0 to 1. Okay, say for example, I want to display my score in DSP. Okay, I will use this and copy. Okay, say for example, text my score in DSP is, okay, here I want to display, so I have added a placeholder. Within the placeholder, colon percentage, I want to represent 82%. Okay, so if I don't give, okay, the value between 0 to 1, the value should be divided by 100. If I have not given in that format, you just see it automatically adds 2 zeros. Okay, this is not right. That's why I have given 0.82. It will represent now rightly. My score in DSP is 82.00, okay, 2460. Okay, in fixed format it is displaying. Suppose I want one decimal, okay, one decimal after dot, okay, one decimal. If I want one decimal, so what I can do, 0.1 percentage. Let us try this. Here just see 82.0 percentage. I don't want all those zeros, so you can give 0.0 percentage. Okay, it is directly giving 82 percentage. Okay, then these things we will use rarely. So there are two things within the placeholder. So as usual, we are using colon. Okay, then I am using less than symbol. Then I will use some number. Okay, so we need to understand two things. One is what is the less than symbol, what is this x. This can be a number. For example, if I give 10, okay, so it will automatically allocate 10 space. Okay, 10, okay, available space for the value 10 characters. It will allocate the space. Okay, then this left align value, it will make whatever the number you are getting, that number is left aligned. So totally 10 space, 10 character space, that will give. And if I use, okay, this less than symbol, left align, it will align this left. So you can easily remember, if I use like this, say for example, this arrow kind of thing, it represents left. Suppose if I use like this, it represents right. Okay, left align, right align. If I use cap, okay, this is center line. Okay, center line. Let us work out these examples. Let me comment this one. Okay, so I'm just using less than, then I have added a number 10. So here I want to display 100. Okay, execute this. So you can see there are 10 character space and this 100 is left aligned. Okay, say for example, I can increase this, so there will be 20 character space. There will be 20 character space. Okay, similarly, if I want to right align this, I can use greater than symbol. You just see this 100 is right aligned and there is 10 character space. Okay, similarly you can use cap. Okay, you just see it is center aligned. Okay, it is center aligned. And again, this we will use rarely. Within the placeholder, colon, I have used equal to, then some number. As usual, this number, okay, you will have that much character space. Okay, this equal to, okay, suppose I am using a plus symbol or minus symbol, this, okay, that should be aligned at the leftmost position. Okay, I don't want minus 10 like this. I want minus here, then some space, then 10. Okay. So let us try this here. You just see there is 10 character space. This minus is coming here. Okay. And 10 is right aligned. Suppose instead of minus, let me try with plus. Okay, plus is not displayed here. Okay, but the plus is here. Only 10 is coming here. Okay, so the other thing is, so far we have used empty placeholders, some formatting kind of things we have used here. Okay, so say I have many things, okay, which I need to pass to the string and I want to format based on that. In such cases, I can use index numbers. Okay, index numbers. Say for example, I have 20 notebooks, 10 pens and 5 pencils. So I'm just defining note, pen, pencil. If you want, you can get all these things using user input, or it can be imported from some database. Okay. So see the text. I have one notebook. This is the index one. 0 pens, index 0, and okay, 2 pencils. So I'm using 3 placeholders. So I need to give the indices 0, 1, 2. Okay. So now you just see I'm just passing either I can pass the value or the corresponding variable, pen, notebook, pencil. So whatever I have passed first, that is automatically going for the index 0. So this pen, first one is pen, so it goes here. Even though it is not here, you just see I have changed the order 1, 0, 2. Then second one is note. Okay, so the index is 1, it goes for the index 1. Third one is pencil, the index is 2, it goes here. Okay, we'll test this. Okay, let me hit enter. You just see I have 20 notebooks. Okay, I have given note equal to 20, but here I am just passing as the second input, but automatically here the placeholder I have given the proper indices. So note is coming to this point, pen 10, that is coming to this point, pencil it is coming to this point, so it is properly displaying. Okay, then the next one, also if you want to refer the same value more than once, you can use the index number. Say for example, name is Vinod, age 37, text is 1, okay, placeholder with index 1, again dot, placeholder with index 1. So 2 times I am using. Okay, is here again another placeholder, years old. Okay, text dot format, 2 things I am giving. One is age, so this is for index 0, wherever 0 is there, this will go. Name, this is index 1, wherever I have used index 1, this will go. Okay, let us try this. Okay, it is showing some error. The thing is here it is not properly terminated. Okay, let me do it again. You just see the index 1 corresponds to the name. So wherever I have given index 1, okay, there automatically it takes Vinod. Okay. Finally, other than numbers, you can also pass the names. Okay, named indices. Earlier numbered indices, index numbers. Now it is named indices. Okay, you can also use named indexes by entering a name inside the curly brackets. So placeholders, it can be empty. It can have some index. It can also have some names. Okay, so only thing is whatever the name you are using here, you need to use the same variables. You need to pass the same variables in the format method. That is very important. So let us try this. So what I'm doing, so same thing. So instead of 1, I'm just using name. Okay, within the placeholder here also I'm just using name. Here I'm using age. So name, age. Okay, we need to pass. Okay, let us check this. Okay, it is telling that it's not defined. So what I'm doing, let me pass the values like this. I think it will work. So here itself I am giving age equal to 37, name is equal to 2. So let me try this one. Yeah, it is working. Okay, so I'm just within the placeholder I'm just using the name. Okay, so in this video we have discussed string formatting, and most of the information I took from this website w3schools.com. Okay, I hope you understood. Thank you.